Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have here today the pleasure of the most experimental grump artist in the entire county of Humboldt, Curtis Flowers. Mr. Flowers, please introduce yourself.
Hi.
Mr. Flowers, for the last 29 months, you have esteemed the avant-garde society with the most experimental grump artist sounds put forth this century. Let us appreciate. Magnificent. Mr. Flowers, the society is dying to know. What first inspired you to craft your art?
Well, my inspiration boils down to three little entry-level questions, and those are the questions that I'm going to be asking all of us today. Is 1, where were we married? 2, did we get married in New York? And 3, was it a ceremony? The inspiration really does come from that, and it comes from my heart.
Yes, well, we all know how the marriages and the whales could do the bumbly bump when sometimes you don't get the steps in the right tempo.
Oh, you said that right.
What is your favorite color?
Red.
Mr. Flowers, we are all well aware of the extended hiatus between the production of Screams from the Reverse Uncle, your most critically complained album, and the production of Grump Lords Part 1, Flagurgling Away. This break brought about distress among your fans, negative reviews from critics, and a personal trial. Please, elaborate on the hardships you endured.
My paint chip many-has addiction began when I thought and completely what it is to believe to be a child I was. My father has left to be a many one of a bucket of paint chips, and I had so tortured the idea of eating them, and before I knew what I was I knew, I thought I was I knew, I began to wash my throat with the poisonous brew known as what is today is known as paint chips. Before long, I was in my mid-40s and was addicted by freshman year of high school. I had the idea that what is my thoughts were and what I do not maintain my ever so necessary responsibilities, as I kept even failing while I did the chips and my soul withered away. Only Jesus Christ on our many sacrifices can rebuild the destined earth of today, and only I tried to realize it. Sometimes I remember what I thought to believe and think of what I could not before, and now I know where I am. The paint chips destroyed everything of who I thought, who thought I was, and left me today in ruins.
How was this heart-wrenching experience affected your art?
Yeah.
I've never had such an outstanding interview, Mr. Flowers. Your inspiration has touched us all, if I do speak for the whole. You mentioned your childhood. Please, tell us more about the early life of Curtis Flowers.
Yeah, well, I never really spoke about childhood with all the other people, so I don't know if we're making it okay. Just not going to do it like that. Don't take it over to the prescription. That's just how I do it.
What is the capital of Lithuania?
Poland.
Some speculate that the paint chips may have given you minor traumatic brain epileptic diplosis, an ailment common among paint chip addicts. Care to speculate?
Well, unfortunately, I don't know what the word speculate means.
Care to comment?
I'm sorry, I don't know what comment means.
What do you think about that?
That.
Minor traumatic brain epileptic diplosis.
You're saying words, but they don't mean anything. Can we please move on? I'm getting a bit uncomfortable.
Mr. Flowers, can you even comprehend that which is set forth to me by your retrospective of the way the things think? How is it that you scale the barriers mentally or physically? That's all the time we have here today.